I know the shame. Cha 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 cha. I know the shame. One single shame no there for my eyes. Even people when they do a shower, they shame. People when they do evil, they shame. You see me, I be shameless woman. I be mad woman. You can simply title my name Ashawo. Now wetin I be? Because I be spiritual Ashawo. Eh? Not physical, because if I start doing physical Ashawo, I will kill millions of men. So I am not on earth to kill. I am on earth to save life, not to kill. So that is it. Mommy G.O. Graceland.
All right. Here we go. You know, sometime when we play this kind of things, people will not understand. You see, everybody, onye nankia. This woman is very talented. It is just it is not just talent. For somebody to sing without a written script, somebody to sing in open place without a written script anywhere, and not even studio. Well, not even studio. When you don't understand what I'm talking about. If you go to open market and sing, just to pass message, a different way of preaching message of redemption. You go and stand in the marketplace and sing without a written script, and you use anything to sing. And when you listen to the music, you will understand that it is even better than those in the studio. Because in studio, you will do edit, you will, uh, you will do editing, do everything, put extra stuff, and use your mixer to do all manner of things. But when you listen to this woman in the marketplace, singing live music, you will never believe. That is what God can do. But that is, by the way, we will always play her song because she sing as she used her music to also preach the message of redemption. Very, very important. You see, God is using everybody in a different way. So when we discover it, when we discover anybody that God is using to liberate the people, we are also going to promote the person. We don't even need to promote. We are not the one promoting people, but God promotes. So, who am I to promote anybody? But God is the one who promotes people. But when you see something good, you appreciate it, and especially when the person stand on the side of truth. Everything she sing is about freedom. It's about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She understand the predicament, and she understand the crisis and the evil people among the struggle. So they have tried several times to buy her over. She did not succumb to that, and of course, a lot of people were pissed off. So today we are going to Enugu State. We are starting from Enugu State. After that, we'll go to the Abaribe, addressing Abaribe. Yesterday we started the preamble, what I call the preamble to the criminality of the Enugu State government and the cabinet. And we gave them word of advice, and at the same time, we gave them warning. You see, what is about to come to Enugu State, if care is not taken, will be worse than anything you have seen anywhere. I am telling you. I am telling you, because Biafrans are not happy. Biafrans are not happy. Nobody will have experience of what people that have invested in Enugu State have, and they will advise anybody to come to Enugu State or even to Biafra land to invest, because this thing we are about to do now is almost happening almost everywhere. But Enugu State is very, very alarming. I want, as I'm making this broadcast, I'm making this pronunciation and pronouncement. I want Biafrans, IPOB worldwide, to be tweeting and making the quote out of this particular broadcast. Very, very important. Very, very important. I want to, if you are already a victim of the scam of Ugwanye and his cabinet, today we are going deeper into the exposition. So if you have fallen a victim of the scam, if you have fallen a victim of the scam, I want you to pay attention. And I don't know, those watching from Facebook, we're going to take you off. We want to take you off. So if you are watching from Facebook, we are sorry. We don't broadcast on Facebook. So we have so many broadcasters on Facebook, and we don't want Facebook have just deleted my account. So we don't want to. Those watching from Simon Ekpa Enterbiafra on Facebook, we are very, very sorry. We're gonna take you out. We're gonna take you out. So go to our normal because I don't even know that it was on. So we're gonna take you out. That's where we go. Then after that, we'll refresh to have a better something. Now we are ready to go. So if you have any relative, if you have any brother, if you have any friend who have invested in Enugu State and have fallen victim of Ugwanye and the state cabinet, you better tag the person, pick up your phone and call them to come here and see what they don't know. You see, we are going to decimate, shatter every table that is stopping the Biafra people. Let me tell you one thing. The reason why the people, this government official, cannot support Biafra, they have only one vote. Governor of Enugu State have one vote. The reason he can never support Biafra is because of this particular corruption, criminality, and the fraud that is going on. They use the government to do. After yesterday exposition, I know many people, hundreds of people have cried out of what experience they have gotten from Enugu State government. But there is something they don't know. There is something they don't know, which I am about to explain to them this evening. Very, very important. You see, when this woman was singing about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, she said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants peace. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants justice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants Ọganiru Ndị Igbo. So, for those of you who never supported the autopilot of IPOB and you own a property, let it not be the reason for you to support. We don't want people that will entice with our justice and equity. If you want to join Biafra, you see that Nigeria have dealt with you. Some of you never support Biafra, and nobody can speak for you in Nigeria. That is the way Nigeria is. They create monsters, they create and they give birth to criminals. Nigeria breed criminals. So, and once you find yourself in a very tight corner like this, like those of you who have spent millions, invested millions of naira, hundreds of millions in Enugu State, the government will come and take over your property. You have nobody to speak for you. They are everywhere. They control the judiciary, they control the executive, they control police, they control everything. So who are you to talk? But you see, Biafra people will talk and speak for you, because we are entering into a new nation that will not be Nigeria. A nation where if you are maltreated, the law will take its course. Unfortunately, we are not yet a nation, but we have started from the scratch to make sure that we cleanse the house, cleanse our land of evil. That is what we have started now. And for that reason, we are putting this warning to Enugu state government that what is about to visit Enugu, nobody will ever, imagine it. Ịma ihe gbasara ani and property ejighị egwu egwu. So today I am going to expose deeper how some individual use government name to grab your property and grab your land and say that government acquired. I want to make it categorically clear today. Government of Enugu State did not acquire any land. Now, if you all remember, okay, if you all remember, I want to bring something to the screen. If you all remember that yesterday I played a moment. Yesterday, as you are coming, you are hitting the like button so that other people will have the knowledge that we are live. Okay? Now, here, if you understand, what you see here is the document from Enugu State. Okay? I want you, this is official document of Enugu State. The notice, official public notice. What does this notice say? I want everybody that has been affected by the property grabbing of Ugwanye, the governor of Enugu State, and his cabinet, to come here. If you have your brother that has been affected, you come here. Public notice, Enugu State Government of Nigeria, Ministry of Land and Urban Development, Enugu State Secretariat, GRA, Enugu. Office of the Honorable Commissioner. Office of the Honorable Commissioner. I want you to listen to this. Now, public notice. Cancellation, revocation of layout within government acquired area at Ogui, Ugwaji, Amechi, Okunano. Now, I am coming from a legal perspective as a legal expert that I am. Okay? Now, what I want you to pay attention here is the word that says government acquired area. Underline the word government acquired area. Our teaching today is going to base on government acquired area. What does that tell you? It means that the state government, Enugu state government, have acquired this area. It means that it belongs to the state government, right? That is what it means. What it means in this public notice is that The government acquired this area that we have mentioned now, not individual, okay? It is the state government. But behind the scene, the state government has nothing to do with it. I am telling you, behind the scene, state government have nothing to do with the land. I am going to expose those who have collected your property and they use the name of government to collect it for their personal use. And let me tell you, and as I'm making their name public, whatever they see, they take. Because anybody that is ready to go to the bee must be ready. If you want to go and collect honey, you must be ready. Because the so you don't go to be unprepared. So I believe for them to have the guts to collect properties of people who have invested their life saving in Enugu State, it means that they are ready to face anything that comes with it, including debt. Let me tell you, some of the people that own property there may be armed robbers. Some of them may be cultists. Some of them may be witches and wizards. Some of them may be ndị amusu. Some of them may be ndị si na mmiri pụta. Some of them may be ndị a na-eze eze. Some of them may be people that eat human being, cannibals. You may never know. And the only reason they have not come after you is because they don't know who collected their property. So today we are going to make the people public. And we are going to also give the addresses of the people that collected the properties of Biafrans in Enugu State. And the only way they will avoid the calamity that is to come is for them to step back, retrace their step, give back the properties of people to those who have suffered to collect those property. If after this exposition, which I'm going to go deep today, and they are still in possession of your properties in Enugu State, like I said, it has nothing to do with the government. Government has nothing to do with the property. Rather, they use the name of state government to collect your property. So the names you are going to see here today will be the name of those you will go after to go and collect your property. If you know them, call them, because Osetigo, like I said, you don't know who owns those properties. Some of them may be criminals. Some of them may be armed robbers, you don't know. Some of them may be ndogwego. Some of them may be occultic people. Some of them may be bad people. You never can tell. So when they begin to come after you, don't call anybody. IPOB Biafra is ready to get rid of evil people. And our own is to expose them. Those who are detained affected, we decide what to do with them. But we stand for justice and equity. So there is no point allowing people, those who live by the gun and bullet, and you have collected their land. And the only reason they have not started acting is because they believe the state government have collected it. So they don't know who to hold responsible. So today, we are making the information of those who have collected your land in Enugu State public. What did I say? I said, underline the word government acquired area. But I am telling you now, there is nothing like government acquired area. There are individual acquired area. They did not acquire it actually. They collected it from you. Now, so let us move forward. You see, this document read cancellation, revocation of layout within government acquired area. And I am saying there is nothing like government acquired area. At Ogui, if you know you have a landed property, a housing property in these places, Ogui, Ugwaji, Amechi, Okunano, if you know that this thing affected you, my brother, you are about to hear the people that collected your land. It is not state government. Of course, they use the state government name to collect your land. Now, on November 2020, the Enugu state government acquired approximately 278.94 hectares of land. They said Enugu state government. What did they say? They said Enugu state government. Enugu state government did not acquire this land. The people that acquire this land are individuals, which you are going to know today. Individuals that acquired the land, not the state government. Okay? And of course, somebody say I should zoom it. Let me see if I can zoom it. Did I zoom it enough? All right. Is it big enough? Oh my goodness. I have just discovered something now. So this can be big like this. Wow. I didn't know. You see, every day we are learning something. You see, the thing is very big. Oh. Every day we are learning. So those who are looking for it to get big, you see what I have just discovered? So the thing is big. Oh. All right. Now you cannot say you did not see what I'm talking about. So this is the government official document. Official document of the government. And so where I am reading, I want you to be following what I am showing here. You see, what I want you to pay attention is this thing here. Government acquired area. Okay. They continue that on the 20th of November 2020, the Enugu state government acquired approximately 278.94 hectares of land at Oguinike, Ugwaji, Amuichi, Uwane, all within Enugu South and Enugu North local government area. Consequently, all titles within the acquired land were revoked with effect from November 20th. What do they say? They say government acquired this land. And I have come to tell you this evening that government did not acquire this land. Now, this particular notice went further. Consequent upon the above action by Enugu state government, a new layout, planning scheme has been approved by Enugu state government, registered for the acquired area and named Coast City Eastern Extension Layout. Do you understand that? What I are telling you now is that Enugu state government acquired this land and have registered to develop this land with a new name. And the name now is Coast City Eastern Extension Layout. But I have come to tell you this evening that Enugu state government did not acquire this name. Enugu state government did not acquire the land. And Enugu state government is not changing the name to this Coast City Eastern Extension Layout. Rather, individuals, the governor is the one, Ugwanyi is the one who acquired the land to himself, and he used his cabinet to, use the name of his cabinet to open the new Coast City Extension, Eastern Extension Layout. So this estate now does not belong to Enugu state government, rather to individuals. And those individuals, I am going to say their name today, including the person that operates the account. I'm going to give you the name, detail of the person that is operating the account, where this whole thing is going to. Ejim everything naka. Because the governor of Enugu State don't understand that entire Enugu State is Biafra. Almost everybody working with him is Biafra. He don't know it. Including some of them that their name are in the paper. They are Biafra. Of course, they are not hiding it. They are not hiding it. And so, Orugo Mbagi Ejiri Ehi na Mpi. We are going to be holding the bull by its horn. Now, in view of the foregoing, all existing registered layout, the schemes within the acquired area are hereby cancelled, revoked, following layout are directly affected. So now, these are the layouts that are directly affected. And of course, those of you who are somewhere in diaspora, you own properties there and they have revoked. I know how many people that have reached out to me since yesterday after the first exposition. Valley Layout, Ishiagu Village, Ugwaji. If you own property in this place, you know that from today, it is not the government of Enugu State that collected your land and property. It is individual. And I will tell you the people that collected your name, your property today. So you go after them and get your property. 2. Umunnugu Ndiaga Layout, Ugwaji. If you own a property in this place and you notice that your property has been revoked, go after your property. I know that they ask you to pay 3 million in addition, so you can continue with what you are doing. But that's a scam, it's a fraud. 3. Promised land layout, Umunaji Ngene, Ugwaji. If you own a property in this place, we want you to go after the people you are going to hear their name today. And if they say they are not part of this problem or the part of the scam, they should come publicly and make public declaration, just like they announced on Daily Sun. They announced on Daily Sun that these particular properties has been revoked. So Biafra land, all the politicians in Biafra land, we are not just going to fight you just with whatever that is. We are going to fight you intellectually. We are going to fight you with brain. And we want to tell the entire Biafra people that this Biafra struggle we are fighting, we are showing you and leading by example of what we are fighting for. Okay? So when we tell you that Biafra is something that is going to be different, we are laying foundation for that. For those of you who own property in this place and you never believe in Biafra, you see that Nigeria have disappointed you. You see that Nigeria continue to rip you off. But we have come so that your sweat, your life saving will not be scammed. And let me tell you, I received email yesterday from one of the victims who told me he has worked for bank. He have worked in a bank all his life. And all his life saving, he invested it in Enugu. And all this life saving is gone. He don't know where to get money to start again. That was after the yesterday exposition. I begin to get messages from here and there. People that could not talk before. Who are they going to talk to? But today, they will know those behind grabbing of their property. And like I said, ndị ori na-ama socha nwere ana there. Ndị na-ebu egbe socha nwere ana there. You never can tell the people that own land. But now they will come to know who have grabbed their land and they will come after you. Enugu State will be very, very, very hot after today exposition because some people will go mad. Some people are going to run mad, finding out that these are the people who have collected their property just like that. So Here we go. I am going to what am I going to do again? I'm going to now show you from what you have just seen now. I will show you now those who have taken your properties. Let us go there. I want you to understand that, remember one thing. The message says government acquired area. And what we are telling you now is government did not acquire the area. Rather, individuals acquired the area. And those area acquired, the name is Coast City, Eastern State, or whatever, the new layout. So we're going to see it now. Here is called Coast City Eastern Extension Estate Alliance Limited. Coast City Eastern Extension Estate Alliance Limited. Let me also tell you that not only this, okay? Not only this, the name also changed from Coast City Eastern Extension Layout Estate to the added Alliance Limited. In the public notice of Enugu state government, where they told people that consequent upon the above action by Enugu state government, a new layout planning scheme has been approved, registered for the acquired area and named Coast City Eastern Extension Layout Estate. This was in February 9. Which date did they sign this? February 9. I need to come back here again. I need to come back here. One moment. I need to come back here. So, first of all, I want you to understand that when you look at this particular document, you will notice that this document was dated February 9, 2021. And then, of course, there is no date. They canceled that date. And you go down here. This document was signed without a date. Okay? The document was signed without a date. But from this particular February 9, 2021, you will know the reason why they did not put any date here, and the reason why this date was cancelled is because of premeditated intent to commit fraud. Okay? Intent to commit fraud. That is the reason why they cancelled this. I don't know whether this is cancelled or this is just, I believe this is a date because they just typed the date, on that line. So we are going to go with this February 9. So February 9 is the real date. They announced this thing on February 9th, 2021, that they have registered this name, Coast City Eastern Extension. They told the public that they have registered this name, but the truth is not there. It was a lie. They registered it only in 2022. But as far back as 2021, they were already misinforming the public that they have registered Coast City Eastern Extension Layout Estate in 2021, February. It was a lie. They have not registered it. They only come to register it in February 2021. February in February 2022, 1 year after, and I'm going to show it to you. 1 year after, they registered it. So which means they lie to the people again. Now, when you look at this particular application, this is application, application for registration of company, Coast City Eastern Extension Estate Alliance. They added alliance to it. They added alliance to it. They deceive people. They told you in 2021 that they have registered it. When in actual sense, they are registering it in February 2022. So in 2021, when they have informed the public that have registered, there is nothing like that existed. Nothing. So they lied to the public. Now let us go to the information of those who grabbed your property. Not the federal government, not the state government grabbed your property, but the individual. I am also going to show you their addresses and all the people that are involved in grabbing your property. Now, if a government, they wanted to know people's reaction. In fact, let me also tell you, it is not only that, they even went as far as announcing it on a Daily Sun on March. So I have to now bring to you the one they announced on the one that they made on March. Let me bring that one. Very important. Let me bring that one. The one they made on March before we go forward. So just to confirm that they lied, okay? Our own is evidence based. Just to confirm that they lied. We just want to confirm to you that they lied, okay? So now, when you look at this, you see that this Daily Sun, Wednesday, March 31st, 2021, this same public notice, which I read to you now, have been posted on Daily Sun. But on this Daily Sun, the date changed to March 30. Did you see the date here? The date changed to March 30 because of the intent to commit fraud. They changed the date because of the intent to commit fraud. The original date was 9th of February, and on this date, they posted it to this Daily Sun, and the date changed to March 30th, 2021. And let us read it again to know whether anything have changed from the original document I showed you, which is from the state government. Okay? Cancellation and the revocation of layout within the government acquired area at Ogui and all these Okonano and so. On November 20th, 2020, the Enugu state government acquired approximately 278.94 hectares of land at Ogui, Nike, Ugwaji, Amichi, Owane, all within Enugu South and Enugu North local government area. Consequently, all titles within this acquired land were revoked with effect from November 20th. Consequently, upon the above action by Enugu state government, a new layout planning scheme has been approved. They say it has been approved, registered for the acquired area, and the name as Coast City Eastern Extension Layout Estate. They told you that they have approved it, they have registered it. So if they approve it as far back as 2021, they register it and approve it, why is it the name changing and they added Alliance Limited to it? In the CAC registration, you can't just register something and they change the name immediately. So they have approved this name, and now they told people that the name is this, and all of a sudden in 2022, while they are actually applying for the registration, they added Alliance Limited to it. So they lied to the public because of the intent to commit fraud. This is law. So which means nothing actually changed from what they posted. Oh, something changed. Something changed. As far back as 2000 and that time when they made this in public, they removed a lot of extension. It was only Premier Layout extension. Okay? When they made it public, it was only Premier Layout extension, Oguyinike Enugu. But you see what I read to you from the government. It has 3 extension. But here, it was only 1 that was made public. Because they already have intent to commit fraud. And the reason why they put only 1 here is so that it will not raise dust. But ask me today, those 3 places that were in the original document, the people that own property there can testify that their property has been revoked, but it was not in the public notice on Daily Sun of March 30, 2021. So just to prove to you that what I'm saying here is truth. But this has nothing to do with state government. It is only Ugwanye because he is going away. He wants to acquire and grab people's property to himself and to his colleague in the state cabinet. Okay? Now, we are going to the main exposition now, or for you to know those who have taken your property and you must go after them. That is exactly how it is going to happen in Enugu State very soon. Now, I want to tell you today that those people that their property has been taken away from Enugu, it has nothing to do. They use government name. They use government name to take your property. So now you are going to know those and the number of shares they own in this particular estate. Okay? In this particular estate. I want you to pay attention. Now, what is the application report generated Thursday, 10 February 2022? But they have said they registered it in February 2000. In February 2021, they already announced to you that they have registered it. And that was a lie to deceive the public. And we are going to now go into deep details of the registration report, the status report of this particular company, for you to know that the state government doesn't own it. Okay? Company details. Name, Coal City Eastern Extension Estate Alliance Limited. Registration number is this. Date of registration, December 29, 2021. Okay, so, which means they claim they register it on this date, but then application for registration of this generated in 10 February 2022. They have to also, answer that question, of course. Company type, private company limited by share. I want to tell you, government cannot own private company limited by share. Okay? Government cannot own private company limited by share. Remember that they told you that government acquired your land. Government did not acquire your land. The people that acquire your land are the people you are going to see their names here. Ugwuanyi is number 1. Ugwuanyi name is not here because he knows the implication of his name appearing here. But his name will appear in later days. And I'm going to show you also the connection between Ugwuanyi and this property. We are going to do that exposition today. I told you I'm going to go deep. And after today, tomorrow, and they have refused to make public statement, we go more deeper into exposing it until the people that are bad people, that their properties are there, will begin to sing in the air as they normally do, and then Enugu State will become hot. Now, company type, private. I want you to pay attention that why they were telling you that government has acquired this land and name it Coal City Eastern Extension Estate Alliance. They told you it is government. But now, the company registration prove that it is rather private company limited by shares, which means individuals. And those individuals are here in this document. Company address. The company address is not in Government House, Enugu State. Company address is not in government property. The company address is in Liberty Estate, Independence Layout, Enugu. Enugu North, Enugu State. The address has nothing to do with Enugu State government. The email to this company is this: Coal City Eastern Extension Estate Alliance Limited at gmail.com. You can imagine, they are pumping billions and they cannot even have a professional email. Principal business activity: construction and management of real estate. This, they told you that it is Enugu State government. Hmm? Hmm? Yes, Anambra revenue has been suspended. Yes, Anambra revenue has been suspended, but that does not stop us from what we are doing. Okay, Biafra, thank you for your super chat. MSA, this news appear breaking. Please verify Governor Soludo suspend Anambra revenue collection. Yes, he suspended it because he know what is to come and he is trying to avoid it. So, but well, he suspended it. He has given the order that he's not going to allow any revenue collection. Of course, they're listening to what we are doing. So, but there is still other revenue collect. He only mentioned the people collecting revenue in motor parks and other public places. So yes, he mentioned it, but we follow the situation as it is. Our own is that no revenue in Biafra land, and that implementation of that sanction we follow. It is already happening, and of course, Soludo being a very brainy person, if he want to, make Biafrans to overlook Anambra and focus on other dubious state, of course, that is one of the mechanisms he's putting in place to to stop to at least minimize the amount of damage and all that it will cause in his state as a governor. So if he do that, he's making, it has a reduced hardship. That is what we are talking about. It has reduced hardship to bus drivers, keke drivers, and all that who always pay money to these criminals. So if he suspend the revenue collection, it means that he has reduced poverty. He has reduced some kind of suffering. He have lifted some kind of suffering from these Kabu Kabu drivers in Anambra State. So we are coming to that, but that is not what we are addressing today. But nothing will stop us from, if he stop the revenue from the other side, we are going to follow it from another side. So we must look for a way to make sure that each state pays dearly for the crimes committed against us. All right. So now, the principal business activity is construction and management of real estate. I want to tell you that Enugu state government does not engage in business of construction and management of real estate. This is a private company, and this company are the company or is the company that have collected your land. Okay? Collected your land. Status active. Due date of account made up of 29 June 2022 and all that. Now, I want you to understand total ordinary share 1 million. These are the name you are going to see from here going forward are the names of those who you must go and hold responsible. And I'm going to show you the addresses and everything. They are the one who took your property. You can even take court action against them because government does not have any hand in collecting your land. They only use their power. They only use their status They only use their official name and their portfolio to gang up and use the governor, and of course, governor use them to collect your land, so that when he leave office, he will own a state, the biggest estate in Enugu state. And the share of this estate is 1 million. 1 million share. Now let us go down. I want you to see how they shared this 1 million share. 1 million. Total share per capita in figure. 1 million share. They tell you that government acquired the land, right? Government acquired the land, and it is coming to property of private enterprise, private limited, and the share is 1 million. They acquired your property to themselves. They even generated share, and the share is 1 million share per capita. Let us continue. This is the table. Shares details. Class of share, normal value of each share, issued share, total number of issued share, aggregate and nominal value, number of share issued multiplied by normal value. You see, these are detailed information that I have come to bring to you this evening. Now, let us go to the positions and the shareholders of this company. Okay? The shareholder of this company, number one row, is the director of this company. This is one of the person that collected your land. The governor of Enugu state used him to collect your land. And that is why you can now go and or you know who they are. So they are not the names that are no name in Enugu state. So as I'm mentioning their name, you know who they are, you know what they do, you know where they live, and all that. Okay? That is what we are going to do now. This number one shareholder of your property that they have fraudulently collected in the name of government acquired area. Number one of them is the secretary to the state government of Enugu state, Otuanya Simon Uchenna. Otuanya Simon Uchenna, the service address is Coast City Garden Estate, Enugu North, Enugu State. Of course, they cannot put their number because they know that something like this is happening. Residential address of this man, who is the criminal, the chief of the criminal who collect hard-earned property and hard-earned money of Biafrans who came from abroad and within Nigeria to invest in Enugu state because they were lured to invest in Biafra land. And they have seized the opportunity of being executive officers and cabinet of the government of Enugu state. They seized that opportunity to use their government power to grab the land of people, deceive them in the public that the state government has acquired their land and their property and revoked them. It is a lie. Number one of them is this man, Otuanya Simon Uchenna, is SSG, which means Secretary to the State Government of Enugu State. His residential address remained Coast City Garden Estate, Enugu, where what exactly he filled in this form. And that is number one person who is responsible for grabbing your land. It has nothing to do with state government as an entity. Number two person that grabbed your land is called Ikeyi James Onye Anwuna. Ikeyi James Onye Anwuna. Ikeyi James Onye Anwuna is the chairman, dispute panel in Enugu state. This is the man, the second man, who Governor Uiguanyi have used his name to collect your landed property in the name of the state government. They converted your property to their own. Registered company called Coast City Eastern Extensions Estate Alliance Limited. They convert your property to their own. In real life, while outside there, they present it as if government. have acquired your property. No, it is not government. It is individual. Governor is in charge. The service address of this man is called the Celsius EKE Drive, Pascan Jack Estate, Independence Layout, Enugu North, Enugu State. That same address is the residential address. I am giving you the people that you know. There are public figures in Enugu State. These are the people that if you want to, if they refuse to turn the table around, those of you who are criminals who own property there, thinking that the state government has collected your property, these are the people. And if they decided not to be part of it, they must come publicly and declare that their hand is not there anymore, so that those criminals who own property there, those armed robbers and killers who own property there, who will probably carry gun and start looking for them, will know that they have nothing to do with it again. Because I know that good people and bad people own land there and properties there. Number 3, Robinson Ogbonna Odo. Robinson Ogbonna Odo is the chairman of Civil Service Commission in Enugu State. These are the people that Ugwuanyi use to grab your land and your property in the name of the state government acquired hectares of land. The address of this man called Robinson Ogbonna Odo, which is the chairman of Civil Service Commission in Enugu State, Constitution Road, GRA, Enugu North, Enugu State. You know who he is. I believe that even his address should be known to by everybody, because these people are the people that you know very well in the government of Enugu State. Okay. Number 4 person in the role of this particular property grabbing is called Chukwu Egbo Kenneth Chinua. Chukwu Egbo Kenneth Chinua is the head of service of civil service Enugu State. The head of civil service Enugu State. If any day you hear that the government collected and acquired land anywhere, tell them it is a lie. Simon Ekpa said so. The people that collected your land is the governor and the people that own this share. Do you understand that? The address of this Chinua is Savage Crescent, GRA, Enugu North, Enugu State. So if you want to get your land, you know who have collected your land using the name of Enugu government. Number 5, another person that Governor Ugwuanyi used to collect your land is called Agu Chukwuemelie. Agu Chukwuemelie is the general manager, Enugu State Housing Corporation. So they have to get somebody who have experience in housing involved for the business to mature. And let me tell you, if you look for people that grab your land, these are the people that are in possession of your land. It is not the state government. Okay? I am telling you today that this is fact. You hear them say that Enugu State acquired the land. Enugu State did not acquire the land. Number 6. Number 6 in the list. This number 5 also, the other name is Lambert. Lambert. This Agu Chukwuemelie Lambert. His address is Kingsway Road, Enugu North, Enugu State, Nigeria. Okay? Enugu State, Nigeria. And we continue. I want to go from now to details and details. Secretary to your collected and grabbed land and property. This secretary is called Mba Ijeoma Oluchi. Mba Ijeoma Oluchi. Mba Ijeoma Oluchi reside in Valley Crescent off Nza Street, Independence Layout, Enugu North, Enugu State. The reason why they are not putting their full address here is, of course, because they know their business is not genuine. They know that this fraud is going to be busted at any given point in time, just like it has been busted now. So they are not putting any, address. And this is to show you how Nigeria support crime. Nigeria support crime. They hate crime. They abet crime. How can you be going to fill application to register a company without address? Without a real address? These are people who are in government. They fill the form. There is no address. There is no number in the house. They accepted them. Even the CAC committed crime here, because you can't accept application when there is no complete details that is required. So how do you then communicate to the people from the CAC? This is another shareholder. Every person I am showing you now are all shareholders of your company, of your property, except this secretary. This secretary have no shareholder. She don't have share. She's not a shareholder of this company. But another shareholder is, like you see, we are now going to details of their shares. We are now going to, details of their shares. Number one, the Otuanya Simon, the SSG of Enugu State, is a shareholder, and this is his number. His number is 080 394 07402. So, if you know that your property has been collected from you in the name of Enugu State government in disguise, pick up your phone, begin to call this number, that they must return your property or they face the music of the Biafrans, because Biafrans will call for them. They cannot discourage people from investing in Biafra land. While people are every day shouting, come and invest in Biafra, come and invest in Biafra. And all they do is to use their position to do legitimate 419. I don't know whether legitimate 419 or I don't know how to call it. Grabbing property, committing fraud with their position. So I know that after this broker, some of them will off their number. They have so many numbers now. They will switch off their number and either change it. So call it while the number is still available. Tell them that you have known that they are the one who grabbed your land and your property, not the state government, and you demand them back. If it requires threatening them, threaten them, because they did not give you the money for you to buy your property. The service address remains the same without exact address, because they know they are committing crime. Type of share: he owns ordinary share in your property. He owns ordinary share in your property. And let me also inform you that this particular secretary now, Ijeoma Mba, this Ijeoma Mba now, Oluchi, Ijeoma Mba Ijeoma Oluchi, is also the special assistant to the government of Enugu State, the special assistant to the governor. This Ijeoma you see now is the special assistant to the governor of Enugu State. Her number is 080 57236724. Ijeoma Mba. She is special assistant to the governor of Enugu State. So if they don't trust you, you cannot be in the carcass of their criminal gang, cartel. Yahoo government. Biafra have come to do what we call cleansing, and it has started. If they think they have the balls and the guts, they should now come out. Let me tell you, This particular SG, the number of share he owned in your land is 300,000. Look at it. Number of share allotted to this man called the SSG in this company. In your land, though, in your property, they claim is the government acquired. He owned a share of 300,000 out of 1 million. Out of 1 million, the SSG called Otuanya Simon Uchenna with phone number 080-394-07402 own 300,000 share. Look at it here. They did not say bio, they say allotted. Allotted. Numbers of share allotted 300,000 share out of 1 million. Number two, this particular shareholder is called EKE James, which you already know. EKE James is the one of them who collected your property, converted your property to them to his own as an alliance to whatever limited, and used the name of Enugu state government, and he is the current chairman of dispute panel in Enugu state. Let us go to the number of share. His number is 080-3754-2570. How many share did they allotted to him, since they are allotting share? Look at it. Number of share, 250,000 share. He owned 250,000 share of your property. Property they collected from you by force with government name. 250,000. Can you imagine? Some of you that have invested your life saving, these people just come. Ugwani just come to use them, collect your property, and they are sharing it among themselves. This one share for 300,000 share. This one share 250,000 share. And let us go forward to number three. Number three is Robinson Ogbonna. Robinson is the chairman, Civil Service Commission, Enugu State. Let us see how many numbers of share he got. They allotted to him, since they are allotting the share. Robinson Ogbonna Odo. His number is 080-6336-4863. Ordinary share, 200,000 share. Look at it. They allotted share of 200,000 to people who suffered to buy property in Enugu State. Some of them are in America. I have somebody who wrote me from America yesterday. After watching my program, some of them don't believe in Biafra before. After watching my program yesterday, the exposition, message were coming, email were coming from left and right. They told me, they narrated their ordeal, how they invested everything they have in Enugu, in the land there. Some of them told me that the land cost how many million, 15 million or something like that. They bought the land there. Those land gone. Today, somebody is sharing it. They have share. This one allotted 200,000 share. I am telling you, behind this particular thing you are seeing now, they have agreement with Ugwani. I'm going to make a very shocking revelation today, because we are going deeper. We are going deeper. And this is not even the exposition I want to do, that if I do it, the Ugwani own is gone. It is not yet. This is just a preamble to, to the land they collected. I have not gone to the main, I hope that time doesn't come, because it will be disaster. Let us go to number 4. Number 4 shareholder is Chukwuegbo Kenneth Chinua. Chukwuegbo Kenneth Chinua's number is 080-37232-446. Let us go to the number of share they allotted to him of your own property, your own hard-earned money. They allotted to this criminal 150,000 shares of people's Biafran's property. Ndị Igbo, onye mere unu ihe a? Ndị Igbo, onye mere unu ihe a? Oke ọchịchọ, greed. Greed is destroying the land. Greed. Anyuku. Criminality is, some of you, is in your blood. You collect people property in the name of government and you convert it to yourself and you are sharing the share. The share you did not buy, the property you did not buy, you did not invest anything. The only investment is that you are a trusted person to Ugwuanyi, and Ugwuanyi is using you to secure the future. This is a man who don't have a child. Ugwuanyi don't have a child. At least not the one anybody know. So all these things is trying to collect people property, collect everything. Who is going to who is he going to leave it for? Even if you have child or have children, should that be the reason for you to collect people's property, convert it to your own, lie to them in the name of government have collected it and government acquired it? Number five shareholder is called Agu Chukwuemelie Lambert. Agu Chukwuemelie Lambert, like you all know, is the general manager of Enugu State Housing Corporation. His number is 08033442965. He even allotted another share to him. Let us see how many shares. 100,000 share. Number of share allotted to this man, 100,000 shares. 100,000 shares. Person with significant control. Person with significant control. Continuous. The people you are hearing their name here, like I said, are the people that collected your property using the name of Enugu state government. Go after them and collect your property back. They continue. People with significant control in this particular stolen property. Otuanya Simon Uchenna, the same SSG. Let us look at what they asked them, or the thing allocated to them. Date of PSC. Does the PSC directly or indirectly hold at least 5% of the share or interest in a company or a limited liability company? The answer is yes, directly and indirectly. Does the PSC directly or indirectly hold at least 5% of the voting right in a company or limited liability company, a limited liability partnership? The answer is yes, 30%, and directly and indirectly. Did you hear that? This is the voting right. Does the PS directly or indirectly hold the right to appoint or remove a majority of the directors or partners in a company or limited liability partnership? They answered no. That only him cannot remove the majority. Does the PSC have the right to exercise or actually exercise significant influence or control over the activities of the trust or firm, whether or not it is a legal entity, but would itself satisfy any of the first four conditions if it were an individual? They answered no. Another person with significant influence. These are the people that have collected your land, collected your property, and all the details are here. And of course, we don't need to go into individual one like this, like that, because they are all the same. This one have 25%, this one have 30% and voting right and all that. This one have 50% of voting right and all that. So we do not need to go into them, reading them one after the other. Let me tell you, this is a true extract of the company information as at February 2022, based on information submitted to the commission by the company. So Nothing can change the fact that is here. It is 15 pages. 15 pages. Now, we are going now to bring a different document. A different document. We are bringing a different document. Now, now, leave them. Anybody that is coming here to comment rubbish are those, the one they call Linda. They are those who are feeding very fat with the blood of others. So these are the people feeding very fat with the blood of others. We have come to finish them. They know that anytime we remember anybody, that person, if it is a group, if it is individual, if they are gone. As we are remembering Enugu State now, remembering these people that we are mentioning their name here, they are gone. They are gone in the sense that if they don't repent, Biafrans will look for them. Exactly. The people that collected their land will look for them because they don't know. People don't know who to hold responsible. When they hear, state government, when they hear government of Enugu State, they want to. People would think that actually the state government is holding their land. So the people that this thing affected, like I said, they have good and bad people there. So they know how to channel their energy now in order to retrieve their land to the original state. Now, this is one of the crime and how they intend to also collect more money from those who have land, who they have collected their landed property. Here we go. Here we go. Moment. If you look at this, moment. Now, what you are looking at now, is the price. Coal City Estate Extension, Coal City Eastern Extension Estate Alliance Limited. Prices and size of plot of land at the estate. After they have collected your land, after they have collected your property in the name of state government, they have attached price to it. They have tag price. They have a price tag to it. Now, the price tag goes like this. A total number of plot, a total number of plot, you see, a total number of plot, 3,000. 3,000. Twos. 1. Low density area. Number of plot, 495 at 1,000 square meter. Are you hearing that? 495 plot at 1,000 square meter. Medium density area, number of plot, 501 at 750 square meter. High density area, number of plot, 2,004 at 500 square meter. Now, that is A. Number B, cost prices for 1,690 plot at high density area. For those that has land already and it in list earlier published. What they are telling you here, what these people are called their name, are telling you here, who have already acquired property and they have grabbed your property with the name of state government, them and the Ugwany. What they are telling you here is that for those of you who owns land already they have collected in high density area, it will be sold back to you. You are going to buy that land again at 3 million naira. So what they try to do to you is that for those who have used all their savings to buy land, one plot of land, you are going to pay 3 million per plot. Are you hearing me? You are going to pay another money. This is nothing but crime. This is a very heavy crime that will bring bloodshed in Enugu State when people have come to know the true nature of what has transpired. Enugu State will be a dead zone if these people did not reverse this, immediately. People are going to go bizarre in Enugu State. Now, they want to collect another 3 million from you after collecting your land. If you want to get the one plot back, you are going to pay another 3 million. In addition to that, you are going to pay a development levy, 500,000. In addition to that, you are going to pay a survey fee, 100,000. In addition to that, you are going to pay preparation registration, 85,000. For the landed property, they have given you CFO, given you everything, and they revoke it. They are going to collect money back. Certificate printing, 10,000. Can you imagine that they print certificate to you? You are going to pay 10,000. Computer levy. You are going to buy computer for them with 5,000. Stamp. They used stamp to stamp another CFO will cost you 100 naira. The total amount for you that have collected your landed property in Enugu State will cost you 3,700,100 naira. Did you hear that? It is going to cost you 3,700,100 naira. Okay? This is what is happening in Biafra land, in Enugu State, in Igbo land. And because I am not going to blame anybody, because people did not know the truth until now. So now that you have known the truth, the political leaders in the southeast. This particular attitude, the criminality of Enugu State governor, is going to bring a very high insecurity in Enugu State in the next couple of days. Go and mark my word. It is going to bring breakdown of law and order in Enugu State. And believe me, I will not be surprised if killings did not start and if the government, or of course, we are talking about government, if these individuals did not drop these criminals, this criminality, this fraud, and the grabbing of land from people, if they did not drop it between now, I believe that Biafrans and those affected will rise up with gun and bullet against them. Let us go forward. Now, what is going to shock you? What is going to shock you is that the money, this 3,700,000 of the land you have already purchased, some of you have even developed your own land. You are going to pay it to a Fidelity Bank account that is owned and controlled by Ugwanyi's brother. I want you to, you see, that they say Simon Ekpa is calling EFCC, Simon Ekpa is working for Nigeria government or blah, blah, blah. I wonder, when I was calling and for the arrest and prosecution or prosecution of the criminal Abba Kyari for killing Biafrans, they didn't see that Simon Ekpa is working for Nigeria government. When I was calling for and making sure that Ugumi and co were brought to justice, they did not see Simon Ekpa is working for Nigeria government. Since the time Abba Kyari invaded our land with criminals in the name of looking for Eastern Security Network, I have been calling for the arrest and the prosecution of Abba Kyari. They did not say Simon Ekpa is working for Nigeria government. But because we are now touching their sponsors, you know, which is always the one that will always come to say, oh, you are which, you are which. Because we are beginning to touch their sponsors. They turn around and say, you are calling EFCC to arrest. But we don't care. Whether EFCC, whether it's not EFCC, the problem here is that at least we have not gotten Biafra. And we are not going to begin to arrest Ugwanye and his people. But in order to avoid bloodshed, in order to avoid unnecessary bloodshed in our land, the needful need to be done. They either abdicate this whole thing, retrace their step, apologize to the people, and let peace reign. Or they will see Enugu go down in a matter of days and weeks to come. I am telling you, the cleansing of Biafra has begun. There is no any other way to do it than what you are seeing today. Because when you have the right information, you do the right thing. Now, I am telling you that the account where you are going to pay this money belongs to Ugwanyi's brother called Uche. That Ugwanyi brother, the wife is working in Fidelity Bank. I am going to bring you see, I told you that when I am coming like a thunder. Ugwanyi brother called Uche, the wife is working at Fidelity Bank. And this particular account that they ask you to pay money to now, the account, Fidelity Bank account number 56201 56170, is controlled by Ugwanyi brother called Uche. His name is Uche Ugwanyi. His name is Uche Ugwanyi. That Uche Ugwanyi is Ugwanyi's brother. And let me tell you, it is not only that Uche is also another fraud. Ugwanyi single-handedly made this his brother Uche a professor. And that is also to be investigated. I was reading a news the other day where they say that they gave somebody professorship, and the university somewhere, they say they are going to probe the university for awarding the person a professor. Who was that? Somebody, I come across a news like that in Nigeria, where they said they made somebody a professor. Who was that? Who was the person they made a professor? Somebody from the north, right? They made somebody a professor, and the people say they are going to sanction the university that made him a professor. I don't know the person. I know somebody from the north. I come across a news like that. Is it Futo? Pantami? Is it Pantami? Is Pantami? Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, I did not pay attention to the news, but I come across a news. You know, we are always reading news. So I come across a news that says we are going to sanction the school for making that person a professor. But I don't know who. I did not read the news. You know, I was busy that time, and it didn't occur to me to read the news. But as I'm analyzing this thing now, that news came to me, and I remember I saw something like that. So it is Pantami. All right. So you see, they are not only going to talk about Pantami, they should now visit and investigate Uche Ugwanyi professorship. Uche Ugwanyi professorship. They should now tell us, how did Uche Ugwanyi become a professor? Ugwanyi single-handedly made him a professor. Ugwanyi made Uche a professor. Now, Uche Ugwanyi's wife is in charge. Uche Ugwanyi work in this Fidelity Bank, and Uche Ugwanyi is in charge of this particular account. I am telling you the fact. Even if they go and change it tomorrow, they would trace the information from the bank. Uche Ugwanyi controlled this account. That is the connection between Ugwanyi and all these people. That is why I have said, what you don't know is bigger than you. We have come to end the criminality. And Enugu State, we have started it from Enugu State. After the cleansing in Enugu, other states will follow. Now, this is the account they ask you to pay this money. Let us go forward. Cost prices of the balance of 314 at high density plot. If you do not have land, if they have not collected your landed property in this high density area, you are going to pay 5 million for the land, for the plot of land. 5 million for one plot of land. Going to individual, and you are going to now development levy pay 500,000. At the end of the day, you are going to pay 5,700,100 naira if you do not have any landed property in that place before. They add 2 million on top of it. I am telling you that it is not the state government that is selling this land. It is the individuals that I have mentioned in the previous document. And Ugwanyi is the chairman, but of course, his name is not here. But this money they are asking you to pay now is going directly to Ugwanyi, because the brother is in charge of this account. And Ugwanyi's wife is in charge of maintaining the account at the Fidelity Bank, Ugwanyi's brother's wife. Professor Uche, the wife, is working at the Fidelity Bank. Now, let us, you see, that is why we say when we talk about Ndibo, you people don't know how wicked these people are, but this generation, we are going to flush them. We will flush them with the laws in Biafra that we are going to enact in Biafra land. We are going to flush them. And let me also inform you that the same Uche wife, the same Ugwanyi, if Uche Ugwanyi's wife is managing the local government account in Enugu State. The entire local government account in Enugu State is managed by Professor Uche Ugwanyi's wife. Alenora Okoro, thank you for your super chat. I think Alenora Okoro, thank you for it's great you lay bare these criminals in Biafra land. Thank you. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. We are going to naked all of them, and after nakeding them, they will have no place to hide their nakedness. So, the Ugwanyi, Professor Uche Ugwanyi, is the one that controls the local government account. Not only that she controls the local government account, she also controls the account of the state university, the ESUT. The ESUT, she controls the account of ESUT, Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Do you know about that? What I am telling you is not, before I open my mouth and talk. Somebody said I should stop calling him professor. So I should stop calling him a professor. So she doesn't only control these two accounts, she also controls the account of Enugu State College of Education. It is family affair. Uche's wife, who worked in Fidelity Bank, controlled this account. Because they say I should not call him professor. That is why we say they must question his professorship, because he's not qualified. I told Ugwanyi that by the time I will go into exposing him Nkiye Ekpome, Nemo Shirele Nkiye Ekpome, aga m agbe ya ọtọ. Na-asị m unu gwe ya na aga m agbe ya ọtọ, na mgbacha ya ọtọ na Nkiye Ekpome. And that is exactly the way it is going to be. Ana Masuku Nsuka. Stella Okeke, thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you. On behalf of my family, we say thank you. We appreciate you for supporting the page. Maka mgbe anyị ga-aba na mmụọ na anyị na-asụkwu Nsụka. Unu afụghị ya. Na ọ bụghị ihe a na-emeli ihe ka eji emere mmụọ. So unu abịakwala, unu edekwara m anya na Biafra bụkwa ofu. Onye fụrụ m ugwu anyị egwe ya la m si yara nke ya Ekpome mgbe m ga-ebido mebi expose. Mgbe m ga-ebido mebi expose na nke ya Ekpome. So make una no try me. I be one Biafra, complete one for. So onwe nke man na ha asụ. Anọ m everywhere. If you are in Sukanala Masia, okay. If you're one of you know, how do I put it? Where am gwara ele ka ekpome na mu bido na mu bido igwe ya ikpu ye nkata ekpuchiri ekpuchila nke ekpome. So now what I'm telling him, because enweke oboro na ha lo enweke is maybe no ona ha no him nas. So I'm sorry Ansuka. Komalkwa na you know anyị chaile bofu mana ka na ewere nwayọ nwayọ na arịpụta. So I have just laid the background of what is to come to Ugwuanyi. So having dropped and exposed this particular information to the public, it is now left for those who were directly affected by the criminality of Ugwuanyi and his cabinet to go after those that have collected their property and their landed property from them, and they want to collect more money of almost 3.7 million from them. So on this note, we are going to stop the Ugwuanyi here. Tomorrow, we are also going to touch Ugwuanyi again. We are not going into the in-depth analysis yet. That the one that is going to break the table. Once I make that exposition, I believe they will rush him to hospital. The day I'm going to make that exposition of Ugwuanyi, if they did not retrace and retract their step and the return the landed property, because this is going to cost their head. I am telling you. People have come to know the people that collected their property, and they are going to go after them. Yesterday, like I was saying, I don't want anybody to call me, please. I told you also about the candidate, the governor's candidate for vice chancellor of ESUT. Yesterday, the one they call Professor Aloysius. He's not qualified. As I was making the program yesterday that they are going to give him executive interview in the government house, I didn't even know that as I was making the program, they are already in the government house or already have interviewed him yesterday instead of today. So let me inform him that I am also aware that they have interviewed an incompetent professor called Professor Aloysius, who is not qualified to be a vice chancellor of Enugu State, in order to bring our educational system down in Biafra land. When you go to Nigeria, if you go to Nigeria, you find out that when it comes to education, no. When other schools are scoring -1, Ndi Igbo are scoring +10, 10/10. So you cannot bring a professor who will know nothing about administrative system and how the education should go and how we should have develop more quality education and be innovative in our schools. At least the one we are still managing. Enugu State University of Science and Technology is one of the best in the Southeast. And for that reason, must be guided, protected with everything. And we are now protecting it. That Aloysius can never ever, if you continue to push that Professor Aloysius to become the Vice Chancellor of Enugu State University of Science and Technology, when everybody knows he's not qualified to do that, you are bringing doom. You are beginning, in fact, you are starting a crisis that will never finish. We are not saying you should we are not saying that you should we are not saying that there is somebody you should put there. No. But Let it be people that are qualified. There are professors, about 20 of them. About 20 of them. Those people that are qualified, you must interview them and give them the Vice Chancellor of Enugu State University of Science and Technology, not Professor Aloysius. The only reason that Ugwanyi is fronting Professor Aloysius is to come there to protect his interests in winning the election to go to Senate. That is if Nigeria be a country, because all of them believe that they have blocked everywhere, they have arrested our leader. So for that reason, they are going to conduct election. So he's preparing to go for Senate to continue his criminality in Nigeria politics. And because when they say, come back and start doing this and start doing that, I am telling you today, we have IPOB members, we have Biafra in your cabinet, in everywhere in Enugu State. We have taken over your cabinet. I am telling you the fact. We've taken over. There is no amount of sacking and dissolving your cabinet that will solve it. Believe me, the more you dissolve your cabinet, the more problem you get. So this is a direct information I'm giving you, a direct message. I have not come here to mince word. I have not come here to tell you, if you talk, they are going to know, they are going to sack people. They are going to, if you dissolve your cabinet in one injury, it's about injury. I am telling you. Because if you dissolve your cabinet, even the one that we don't know, they will give it to me. That cabinet you are going to dissolve will give the information to me. So, ọnụ akpịrị gị kịta nwere ọkpụkpụ. Anyị abụghị ọkpụkpụ nọ gị na akpịrị. Ịchọ ịṅụ asọ ọmaa gị. Ịṅụọ mmiri ọmaa gị. And there is no way you can avoid this ọkpụkpụ until na-ewepụ aka enwe n'ofe. You still have opportunity. I am telling you, the opportunity you have is that you allow the governing council of the Enugu State University of Science and Technology to choose who is qualified to be the vice chancellor. You also allow the people, give the properties back to the people of Biafra that you collected their property and want to resell it back to them again. Give it back. Who's ihe na-aba? Ewelugonu nke iji na-manage until enwetakwa another information, enwetakwa another reason to come up again. So I pray that the reason never come, but just these two things. Once it is done, our education is one of the most important as we are fighting for Biafra. We don't want to see Amajiri. We don't want to see Amajiri in Biafra land. Never. Not in our very respected school like Esut. Never. Never and never. Alenor Okoro, thank you very much for your super chat. Simon Baha Oto, mad people everywhere. I na ebido ịgba ha ọtọ very soon. Agbabeghị ha ọtọ maka onwe nke m ga-ehit now. Nigeria agba ka aṅụ. So I don't want to go there. And as I'm talking now, Ugwa, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because onwe ebe m ga-ehit now. Nsogbu adị. And he knows that. He knows how the local government is doing it. I will touch on that tomorrow, but that is not, I will not go into details and I will not go deep yet. So I will come to also, tell the people of Enugu State, some of the things that Ugwanyi, some of their local government, tell them what Ugwanyi is doing with the local government chairman and the local government fund. I will tell you how that fund of the local government in Enugu State is being shared. So that you demand your own fund, security fund and all that, allocation. So Ugwanyi knows. Ugwanyi, for me to open my mouth and tell you that we have IPOB in your cabinet should tell you a lot. You know that. Thank you very much, Chidimma Gele, for your super chat. We appreciate you. I'm Evangelist Chidimma. Elohim choosing you for this time, called you Gideon of Biafra land. Thank you very much. We give thanks to God. Appreciate you. So tell the people of Enugu State, government and the cabinet that na musilo ha na IPOB everywhere. People of Biafra everywhere in the cabinet. And the point is that the thing riba go inside. About ordinary IPOB, what we have is what we call the autopilot IPOB. Very, very, ruthless people. People that are ready for Biafra today, tomorrow. What we have in Enugu state government is what I call the autopilot IPOB. Upon the IPOB, no. Complete IPOB. The autopilot. That is what we have. That is what we have in the state government. And if you dissolve them, you have injury. And if you leave them, you must maintain the autopilot, which is truth. Don't take things that belong to people and convert it to yourself. Osetigo, we are going to visit state by state. Osetigo, our preaching and the attitude of Nigeria government are convert to go, a lot of them. And we are here now working together. I am not hiding mouth because they told me not to hide my mouth. Okay? They are not afraid. Like I said, if Ugwanyi dissolve the cabinet today, that I am very, and he knows that. There is no amount of dissolving, there is no need to go and start dissolving your cabinet. It will not solve the problem. The only thing is that return the landed property to the people. We may even forget the other one, that is because, now we have to be very, very, we have to be very, very reasonable. Okay? We have to be very, very reasonable in our dealings. So we don't want to rip you off. But even for the issue of the local government allocation, we may put it in our pocket for the meantime. Okay? But we are going to wait for Enugu state government to make a public announcement and public notice on the exposition we have done so far. I want this particular program to go to the people that are involved. Wow. Mazi Heaven One. Mazi Heaven One have just blessed us with a very heavy super chat. Thank you very much for supporting the page. May God replenish you. We thank you for supporting this page. All right. And of course, by tomorrow, we are going to continue on Ugwanye, and then also make sure that the brother called Uche, they call him Professor Uche, and the wife who work at the Fidelity Bank. We are going to bring more information and shed more light. Now, we are also, like I have already said, those who are already celebrating that the governor have chosen the man called Aloysius, Professor Aloysius, and they want to celebrate it or that. I believe that they know the implication and the consequences of bringing people that are not competent to lead anything in Biafra land. They say we must put people that will, they will bring Biafra. Oh, you have to. We have started it. They say hold your leaders responsible, right? They say you are not holding anybody responsible. You are not holding anybody responsible. You are doing this. You are doing that. We are now holding the people responsible, and it also needs your support for us to succeed in holding them responsible before Biafra come. You have to now You that have always shout, hold the people responsible. We are now holding them responsible. And the time is here. It is no longer business as usual. Now, on the issue of Abaribe, I think this stops here. On the issue of the Abaribe, what we are going to do now is that I'm going to go briefly on the issue of Abaribe, and that Abaribe issue will be properly addressed either tomorrow or next tomorrow. But we are going to go briefly to Abaribe interview because it's very, very important. Very, very, very important. Let us go there. All right, and if you look at the screen, you are going to notice that the topic on the screen have changed. The topic on the screen have changed, addressing Abaribe from 2:15:5. So those who want to go straight to Abaribe issue will start watching from 2:15. All right, and here we go. Tomorrow we are going to, for those of you who knows the governor of Enugu State, tell him, send this video, the message from this video to him, that landed properties of people must be returned unless they want a very heavy calamity to befall them in Enugu State. We are not going to allow that in Biafra land. Biafra is going to be a country of equity, justice, and fairness. Thank you.
Entrance into the university here. That somebody gonna give you.
Tämä vallankumouksellinen.
A moment.
Some will be. I had to go to school here because schools here were okay. So the problem is, if schools here were okay and you could go to school here at minimal cost to anybody and had quality education, it beggars the mind that we give up and say, oh, it will never happen again, therefore we have to put a law to stop this or stop that. I don't agree with that. I think that the time has come for us to take the basics. Because you put the law, and what has happened, which we know about putting laws in Nigeria, is that somebody will find a way of circumventing it. Then you put another law to stop the circumvention, then they will do another one. So we must have to deal with the fundamentals, and that is what I think ought to be done.
All right, Chido. Chido, you're muted. You can unmute yourself.
Yes. Thanks.
Okay, go ahead.
Before we leave this section, I would like to ask one last question. I'm wondering that if I'm not mistaken, for the first time, the National Assembly, the Senate,
do what they want to do without fear of repercussion in some way.
All right. Chido, you have another question?
No, I was just going to, yeah, you can start.
Okay, let's change topics. Let's talk about Abia State. You indicated interest that you are going to run for governorship of Abia State. And in a video, which I wanted us to play, but I don't think we have it right now, you said you'll be the governor of everybody in Abia State. It doesn't matter where they come from. I know that there are issues in Abia and in Enugu State about zoning of the governorship position. How is it playing out in Abia State?
Well,
this is not what I want to hear. One moment.
I think it's also said that you cannot continue to do the same thing.
Make changes at the National Assembly. You know, someone like you and Ekpa going back to run for the governorship. Is it because at the federal level you couldn't? Because there are some people also in the comment section who are saying that they were expecting you to run for president and you are going to run for.
I don't know if there is any behind the scene, but people are not saying anything. Nothing's happening in the Southeast. What concretely do you think you can do in terms of mobilizing the forces, the government, the state governors? Do you think they are doing enough? Something has to. I don't know if there is any behind the scene, but people are not saying anything. Nothing appears to be happening. Whether then you say, oh, it's not enough or it's not going well. What is happening? Do we know what is happening currently?
Well, we have had several meetings, I can tell you. And of course, because the Southeast at the moment, we have two APC states. Of course, their governors are APC. We have two PDP states, and we have an APGA state. And so, at every point that we meet, at every point that people come together, at every point that there is this push for anything to happen, as much as people would like to work together, the political party differences and all other things coming because people are somebody makes a comment, then it's misinterpreted in certain ways, and some people are not so sure. When people say, let us go and confront the federal government on this, some people say, no, I would prefer that we will not talk to them or let us.
Did you hear that? When other people say they should go and confront the federal government, the two APC governors will say no. Let us go. Let us not go to confront them, and let us give them soft landing. Let us give them this, that, and thereby they killed the collective interest of the Biafrans and the Igbo in the Southeast. They killed the collective interests of Igbo. These people killed them. And it is hope of Imo State and Governor Omahe of Ebonyi State. That is the two APC person this Abaribe was talking about. Now, let us continue.
Engage them in a different way and all that. And so it is this lack of, I would say, the leadership of the Southeast that is part of the problems that we have. Usually, because the executive power is in the hands of the governors, so automatically the governors become the topmost leaders in every state. Even we, as those in the National Assembly, our engagement will come at the point at which the governors will come and say, let us all go and engage the federal government at the executive level, and for us trying to do things, whatever we can do at the legislative level. But I can tell you that maybe we have not paid enough attention to all the things that are happening. Either that or that we say, well, maybe if we leave it, it will die off on its own. But we have seen that is not. Rather, the dimensions continue to grow. And that has made resolution of this issue very difficult. But I can tell you that everybody is worried. We have the clergy with us, we have everybody coming in, and the clergy, they said, okay, so we'll be talking on the pulpit, we'll be doing this, but then fundamentally, if you don't have security, you will not be able to move around, you'll not be able to do your business, you will not be able to, um, generate income in some way. And we are seeing a gradual movement of businesses and all that away from the southeast.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so some spoke with me, and I encouraged them. I said, no, there's no need. Don't shut your let's. But of course, every Monday they shut down because they said if we open, even when we don't think anything is going to happen, some miscreants are going to want to come and loot our. And of course, because of the attacks that had been earlier been done on the police formations on Mondays, the police stays indoors. You don't see them around. If you, I mean, so you don't just have that feeling that you're very, very safe in that place. It's really a very difficult thing.
Senator, let me continue on that line because the situation in Imo State is worse than any other place.
Now, tell Abaribe that the main thing that is scaring people away from Biafra land, from southeast, one of them is what I have just exposed now from Enugu state government. They use the government name as an entity to collect landed property from people who suffered for years for their life saving to invest it in Enugu state. They collected the money from them individually. And then after that, they now want to resell it to them. And the registered company, these are the people that are destroying Biafra land. And we are waiting for Abaribe to make his finding based on the exposition we have made today and respond to that. So I'm going to address him step by step to tell him the problem is not IPOB. The problem is not even those people that are committing all this crime in Biafra land. Something led to them to embark on what they are doing today. And Abaribe did not address those concerns of those people. And because when the government and the police and the army were killing their people, Abaribe saw them. Just like he kept quiet and avoided the question about military bombardment and burning houses in the southeast. Exactly the way they avoided commenting on the atrocities against Ndi Igbo and Biafra. Today, the people that they killed their brothers and sisters have risen up in the southeast, and nobody will be spared until justice is done. So tell Abaribe he cannot overlook the crime that the government officials, executive official, state executives are committing because they are privileged to serve in the state government and they overlook it. This is the reason. Among other ones, we are going to address them, in this. I'm going to make sure that I address. This is just a brief of what I'm going to do for Abaribe tomorrow. So we are going to address and analyze this video. But I just want to tell you people, I just want you to see the video and the interview we are going to address tomorrow on Abaribe. And there is a specific point where he even mentioned the order coming from Finland. He said order coming from Finland. He mentioned it. And then he said also, when they asked him about the military burning houses, he avoided it. That was what actually caught my attention. not because he mentioned somebody giving order from Finland. So let us continue.
You have a Bubago and the security agencies trying to deal with the insecurity. That's the term they use. And at the end, you have villages being ransacked, people moving out of villages and towns in Imo State, young men leaving because they are all targets. So, as a federal lawmaker who is watching this, I know that you don't have executive power in Imo State or anywhere in Nigeria. Do we now just wait until what happens? Because we're beginning to see what is looking like the beginning of having IDP camps in eastern Nigeria. Well, are you not seeing that possibility?
No, we're seeing it too, and we are very worried. We're very, very worried. And we have also engaged with our colleagues who come from those areas, the House of Rep members and the senators, and the matter is very, very bad for them. They can't even go home, and some areas they can't even go to anymore. It comes back, I think, to the fact that we need to stay with the federal government because they have complete control of the security agencies and things, and work hand in hand with them to be able to, because what is going on there is no longer anybody talking about Biafra and all that. All that is going to be pure criminality mixed with all manners of things like voodoo, human sacrifice. Now, look, it's a very, very difficult situation. I'm sorry, the power has gone again. You see that?
Okay.
All of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's back again. That's the way of life that we
Yes,
have here.
exactly. You don't want to better it. The way of life.
We are rounding up, but I wanted to see if you can connect all these things back to where we started, which is the Constitution and reforming the Constitution. You just acknowledged that the federal government has control of the security apparatus in the country, that even if you are the governor of Abia State today, you may have difficulties dealing with situations like this. So I wanted to know what going back, summarizing everything. Don't you think that until we deal with this first problem, that even you, Senator Abaribe, as governor of Abia State, may have to confront these issues, and you may run into the same problems that the current people who are running these states in the East are facing, which is that you don't have control of the police. Are you going to, for instance, establish a Bubago if you were governor of Abia State? How are you going to handle it?
Let's put it this way. The Southwest governors came together, agreed to set up a Moteko. The federal government threatened and did everything, and they were able to show that they have some latent residual powers for them to do that, since it has to do with life and property. And they did it, and they were able to calm down part of it. Look, what happened to Bubago was simple. There was no formal structure. Listen, General Mahi was the head of the at the first time that he was being mooted, and we put him as in charge of security and all that. He eventually resigned and said he's not going to continue. Why?
Why? Because we exposed him. Abaribe did not know that. Why? Because we exposed General Omahe's criminality. We teared him apart, and he couldn't stand it. We exposed that General Omahe was involved in oil bunkering. It was that, because of that reason, he was sacked from the Nigerian army. So we expose all those things. He is never a general like that. All those things is there. Information is not there. So we expose a lot of things of General Mahi, and we ended his career in Ebubago. He ran away. And if you don't know that, you know it today. We exposed him, he ran away. That was what happened. And of course, not only that, we exposed how Omahe was controlling the entire Southeast turning it into family business. We exposed that Umahi made his brother the chairman of the PDP in the southeast. He made his brother the chairman of the Bubago. He made everything his family. Nobody else was fit for Umahi to choose to do any other thing except his family. So after he could not start our exposition, he ran away. He resigned. That is the problem. He did not resign because the money is not there. Umahi would do everything for his family to remain in any position in the southeast. It is not about money. But that is what he tell you people because you don't know the truth.
His brother, Dave Umahi, governor of Ebonyi, was also chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum. And so when we cornered him and found what was the problem? It turned out that the governors were simply paying lip service to it. They didn't contribute money. They didn't bring everything together. They now said, oh, we're going to do it individually within our states. And so those states that had structures already in place, we could go ahead with it, and the other ones couldn't. So there was no synergy among them. And that, of course, was a setback. And this was at the critical time that we all needed everybody to, all hands to be on deck to resolve the issue before it became what it is now. And where it is now is, there's nothing we can do. Somebody just posted that all politicians are dishonest. And I should stop talking that I'm dishonest.
No.
That's kind of what we see when we do.
No, but let me ask you, because some people were asking, there's a question here about the security agencies burning down houses and using pictures and videos.
This is where I want to deal with tomorrow.
What are you doing about that? Is it the right way to deal with this issue?
Now, immediately they ask, you see, I'm going to be very easy on Abaribe because Abaribe have distinguished himself very honorably in this whole thing. So if nothing else, I will give him that particular, honor because he's still our own. Abaribe is somebody that have distinguished himself. He has represented, he has stood his ground and spoke like a man in many places when needed. Okay, so but now you know that when you want to become a governor in the Nigeria, the spirit of Fulani will possess you. So we are beginning to see the spirit of Fulani possessing Abaribe, because if he did not rub his hand in the head, the Fulani will not allow him to become governor if Nigeria continue to be a country. That is the point. Because I will always have to put that if Nigeria continue to be a country, because you never know. You can sleep tomorrow, wake up in Biafra. I am telling you, you can go to sleep next tomorrow and wake up in Biafra. Just believe this, and I'm telling you. You can go to sleep next month, one night, wake up in Biafra. It is possible. So we do not know when this will happen. But anyway, you see the question they ask Abaribe. This has been our concern. Those killing and burning our houses. Abaribe did not address this question. And that was the reason why I decided to come with this video. So I want you to watch.
Politicians are dishonest. And I should stop talking that I'm dishonest.
No.
That's kind of what we see when we do.
No, but let me ask you, because some people were asking, there's a question here about the security agencies burning down houses.
Now, what are the body language?
What are we doing about that? Is it the right way to deal with this issue?
We used to engage the security agencies, and we said you should have a rule of engagement. And in those rules of engagement, we want to know what you do, A, B, or C, and whatever. If you are in this kind of situation, how do you listen? I'm sorry to say that maybe the type of training that our people, our security agents, and all that get does not lend itself to a more sophisticated way of dealing with the issue.
Is that an excuse? Come on. This is where you people are failing it. You know, and you are blaming the training. You are blaming atrocities the Fulani are committing in your land on the training, lack of training, or what? And this is the country you want to be a governor. You see, this is the problem. You know that the training is not enough, according to you, and because of that, they come to your own state, to your own land, burn houses, kill people, and all you could do is that you are engaging them. Engaging them how? How did you engage them? We want to see public condemnation of the military action in our land. We have not seen that. So you come in here to tell us that you are engaging them. Engaging them as what? Engaging military as part of your parliament or part of your representative from the north. What do you mean by engaging them? How do you engage the military? What we need to see is public condemnation. That is not coming from any of you. And for that reason, it amounts to outright vote of no confidence. And for you to even come here, like I said, if it is not you, I would have made it rain. For you to even come here to say that it is because of the training, is that a justification for them to kill our women and children, burn the houses? Hey, this is the problem. So I want you people to watch. We are going to address this thing tomorrow, not today. Cyril, thank you for your super chat. What is it about Southeast governorship that turned Igbo men into Fulani? That is a very big question. It's a very big question. It is the spirit of Nigeria.
For me, I would have thought that first thing should be gathering the information that you need. These people are somewhere. People deal with them. They eat. They trade with people. They move about. They have friends. They have phones, and all that. And so, if
You see that he's
he's
not being careful.
You engage in a way that you will be able to identify how this is being done and then take it from there. It's simply the degeneration of everything in our society. It's part of it is this. And
of course, the rain go fall. We don't have mercy.
We just have to continue to rebuild. We just have to continue to do the right things.
So what is the right thing? You just have to continue to do the right thing. Is the right thing engaging secretly, engaging military secretly? Is that the right thing? As a, somebody said here, as Umunna meeting, you engage them. Is that the right thing? You said the most important thing is to continue to do the right thing. How are you doing the right thing? By engaging the military or by public condemnation? So that you come and stand very tall to say it the way it is, like you have done it before. So is it because you are now running for governorship and you have to now dance to the tone of the Fulanis? Fulani are not being the one to vote you if you go to that extent that Nigeria continue. Let me tell you, you can't even have election in Biafra land now. I am telling you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not here to allow you to conduct election, because he always give that mind, that benefit of doubt. He always have that brotherly and peaceful love for everybody. So when you go to him, you are going to talk to him. He will look and he will reason with you. He is not here. You people have kidnapped him, and you are going to see hell, because Biafra will rise up against all of you, and there is nobody to stop them. We are in autopilot. Okay? There is no Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here who you are going to talk with, that you are going to prescribe IPOB, you are going to do this if you become governor, so he should allow you to conduct election. He is not here. You kidnap him, and now you are going to see the hell on you people. That is it. I'm telling you the fact. Nobody is in charge. Nobody. We are not taking order from him. We are not going to take order from him, so that you people will not blame him tomorrow. So we are in autopilot. And of course, the way you are not confused is the way it is. We are in autopilot. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that would have made things easier for you people is not here. And that is exactly what you have bargained. And you are going to get it. So if you are getting ready thinking that you are going to have election in Biafra land, I don't see that happening. Anambra election happened because we were trying to give some certain people the benefit of doubt. We are trying to get our fact. We are trying to be convinced that whenever after this thing and what you people promised did not happen, we will have something to hold on. So that Alhambra election happened like that. And it will never happen again. I am telling you today before God and man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not here. Except that you release him. Because he never can know. Except that you release him. But believe me, what Biafra people will do will convince you that holding him will be a mistake. Believe me. Because he is the only person who have the mind to influence anything here. And we have entered that stage that nothing will stop the autopilot. Autopilot. Complete autopilot.
Just possible to, get things right. Let me just put it that way. I can't go more than this. I'm not in an executive position.
Exactly. You see
that
you can't go more than this. But Abaribe, we know can go even further and more than this in an issue bordering on Ndi Igbo. Abaribe can go to any length to even ask the president to resign at the Red Chamber. I don't know what else that is more than that. Abaribe have used his own mouth and requested the president to resign. I don't know how Abaribe will now say he don't want to, he don't want to go more than this. You should be going more than this. When community and houses are being burned and razed down, that is when you should be going more than this. I was told that Obiano has been arrested. I don't know how authentic is the news. We are not going to carry any fake news. We are not going to carry any fake news. But somebody just, that is, because there are fake news everywhere these days. A lot of fake news going around. So we do not know. But we are going to know. They say Obiano arrested. I don't know how they will arrest him. But anyway, that is by the way. So let us continue.
We had a very difficult problem.
Remember that I also told you people that Obiano was the one who spearheaded the proscription of IPOB in 2017. If I was not mistaken, or if I am not mistaken, he was the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum. Obiano was the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum. He was the one who spearheaded the proscription of IPOB. If I am wrong, correct me. I am telling you. And I remember that time, we are still one Nigeria. I was still one Nigeria. I remember that time how some people were shouting, Obiano, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. If you this, if you are that, you very soon you will leave office. You will see you can never stay in Biafra land. You can never. Oh, today he is no more. Let me tell you, I was when people are posting about the wife, our Bianca slapping the wife. I don't want to put mouth in woman thing because the woman of Obiano is not the wife. Obiano don't have a wife. Somebody else is wifing the wife in America. Obiano, Obiano is just in Anambra. Somebody else is wifing the wife. I am telling you. So, so it's not a. You people are addressing the woman as a Obiano's wife. I don't want to put mouth there. Okay, I don't want to. I don't want to put mouth. I don't want to be. I don't want to do asiri. Okay. I don't want to do asiri. You people must not put me in asiri because that is something that is nothing. Anything I don't know is just like this. Okay, I don't want to go into the asiri of this of this woman because Obiano, you people are calling the woman Obiano's wife. Why the woman is somebody is wifing him or wifing her in America? Are you not aware of that? You don't know that somebody is wifing the woman in America? I don't want to go into the story, but let it be like that. So if Bianca, try to lecture her, it is one of these, in Africa, you correct people by, just like this. You do like this, and the person will take correction. Sometimes they will bring the one they call anga. You know what is koboko? The one they use pomo to do koboko. Yeah, they say the koboko is the one that is resetting African children brain. so sometimes you use koboko, but Bianca decided not to use koboko. You see, any name with obanyoko. Aji boss, no they play with them. You people should not push me into this woman Ashiro. I don't have power for that. Please do not push me into Ashiri. Okay. I think I can confirm. I think I think I can confirm that Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) has arrested the immediate past governor of Anambra State, Mr. Willie Obiano, at the Lagos airport at about 8 p.m., trying to flee Nigeria to Houston, Texas. They want to go to Houston, Texas. Hey, and it is in that place, that same Houston, where somebody is wifing the wife. Hey, Chineke God. All right. Let it be like this. Make una no make me put mouth in which I know concern me. Let us focus with Abaribe, please. All right.
Of kidnapping in the 2008, 9, 10. We were able to get part of the intelligence ourselves and took it to the authorities and got President Jonathan to agree that we should bring in the military and resolve the issue. And it was resolved in Abia, with the complete um, and everyone from the governor to us in the National Assembly to those in the State House of Assembly, and everybody came together then.
Now, if you are, talking about what happened in Aba, how you use the military to solve it, was the military burning the houses of people and going to the villages? Was it one of the mechanisms deployed by the military to defeat kidnapping in Aba? This question goes to Abaribe. Abaribe, the question that goes to you today is you are making reference to how you people use military to end the kidnapping in Aba. So we are asking you, was the kidnapping, was the mechanism military used those days to end the kidnapping was to go to villages and burn them? If you know who is a kidnapper, go after the kidnapper. How does burning house, amount to solving the kidnapping? We are not against you fighting criminals. We are not against you going after anybody who is a criminal, but is a building and house of family members and families constituting or committing any crime? The answer is no. So what we are trying to tell Abaribe is that Abaribe seems to have lost touch, from the reality. The reality is that jihad is taking place in our land. They are trying to destroy our business. They are destroying our market. They are destroying our shops. They are destroying our villages, rendering our people poor, useless, and also sending them into untimely IDP. That is the thing we are talking about. So Abaribe should start addressing the fact that the military did not come to arrest the issue of kidnapping, rather destroying the property, killing our women and children, and we cannot accept that. Some people that are carrying arms today are actually carrying arms because of the provocation of the military in our land. That is the truth. Chukuma Collins, thank you for super chat. Simon, stop saying the truth because Ukwanike. I should stop saying the truth. I should start lying like them. No.
But what we are seeing in the Southeast is that, okay, so there's something going on in Imo State. And so the man in Anambra maybe may not think that it affects him. But of course it affects him because there's a boundary. And so the man in Abia may not think that it affects him, but of course it affects him because there's also a boundary. And people may be dislodged there and they run away and go to another place. And, you will just have all these things happening. So I think that the level of investment that need to be put down to be able to get the type of results that we want is not forthcoming.
Thank you so much. Chido, I don't know if you have a rounding up. Actually, right.
When you say rounding up, is this session or the program? We still have about 25 minutes.
Yeah, but he has an hour for us, so he has stayed more than 1 hour.
Okay. So I have two questions for you. One is on the situation in the Southeast vis-a-vis IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. You touched on.
I will come with this particular this. Let us see what Vanguard have to say. Okay. Let us see what Vanguard have to say. Vanguard said the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, has arrested the immediate past governor of Anambra State, Mr. Willie Obiano, at the Lagos airport at about 8 p.m., trying to flee Nigeria to Houston, Texas, USA. This is the breaking. Vanguard. So, breaking: EFCC arrests Willie Obiano at Lagos airport. All right. So, it is a confirmed news. All right, so let us continue. The thief is caught. The thief is caught. Just today, I told you people that you must not allow him to stay in Biafra land. You remember? How many of you remember? I didn't know that the man is afraid like this. You remember that I called on Biafrans never to allow Obiano to stay in Biafra land for spearheading the proscription of indigenous people of Biafra. So I didn't know that he is going to just vamoose like that. I was thinking, I didn't know that the guy is afraid like this. So because we announced that we must not be allowed to stay in Biafra land, he did not even think of going to Abuja, but running to America immediately. He should at least enjoy Anambra for one night now. Not even one night. He should have enjoyed Anambra for one night without being a governor. To enjoy Anambra, he don't want to enjoy Anambra. He's running to because we are calling Biafrans to not allow him to stay in Anambra. He's running away, just like that. So let us continue. After the announcement, he just he decided to flee. I didn't know that these people fear past anything. Ordinary announcement, you're already running to the US. And so if they did not arrest him now, we will not even know that he left Nigeria. He will be there saying he's in Anambra. Can you imagine? Nobody will know that this man have just fled Nigeria, if not that they arrested him. Biafrans will be wasting time looking for Obiano. They don't know easy. And when he go to America, you will not see him make no noise. He will just stay there, wake up every morning, eat, drink wine, and all that. And people will be killing themselves looking for Obiano in Biafra land. Serve the Nigeria and come back in shame. Thank you very much for your super chat. All right, let us listen to this.
The issue of the role of the federal government in all of this. Somebody mentioned in the comment section of the program to say, and I'm quoting him verbatim now, he said, you cannot beat a child and tell him or her not to cry. There is a sense in which people think that the situation of Nnamdi Kanu has a lot to do with what's going on in the southeast. Do you think there is what solution? Is there a political solution? What kind of solution do you think we can put on the table to try to resolve his case? And,
of course, there's always
now listen to the explanation of this man here. This is very important.
Political solution everywhere. Sunday Igboho's case is just being resolved politically. You will see Banji Akintoye and some other people going across to that place to do it. I think it all has to do with what is in the mindset of the federal government and how they are engaged. All our, I will say, Igbo brothers who are close to the federal government, we are talking with them, they are also doing their best. I know that our people have this feeling that we are just, things go differently for us. And of course, I've always sat on the, and I've stood on the floor of the Senate to make this assertion that you cannot treat people differently. But I don't think that this, what is going on in and around the most states today, can be, put on the pedestal of Nnamdi Kanu being incarcerated. It's not. It's pure criminality that is going on. Kidnappings, all manners of things going on, beheadings. So how can anybody justify that? And I've said that we have seen Nnamdi Kanu, and he has said, no, this is not me saying this. So, and in fact, we got to this ridiculous situation. Some other people are also giving orders from outside the country. So today, we have somebody saying he's giving an order from Finland, another person gives.
You see, he said he have another person giving order from Finland and another person from somewhere and all that. So these are, this is one of the reasons we are going to address him tomorrow. Like you all, we have actually, this is not just a brief where we've listened to him and all that. But what he don't understand is that is not, we've made it very clear, those people that he claimed that, committing all manner of crimes and all that, should focus the what Nigeria government have done to them. If they are attacking the Nigeria government based on the fact that Nigeria government have killed their family members, killed somebody, or which everybody knows how they treat people in Nigeria, like those people that Abba Kyari killed their brothers and sisters. They are on revenge. So he must not link IPOB or Biafra or whatever we are doing with that, because these are the people that they have killed their brothers and sisters, and they are on revenge mission to make sure that those who kill their brothers pay the price for it. A lot of things are happening. The reason for NSAS, the reason after NSAS and all that. But what we are saying is that if the military are coming because of people committing crime, are they coming to burn their houses? Are they coming to burn communities? This is a question that nobody, not even our own Abaribe, who have admitted here that he have always stood at the floor of National Assembly to speak to power, not him, can address that particular part. What we are asking for is that for the fact that Abaribe, the National Assembly members, senators, House of Representatives, House of Assembly, governors, state executive in the Southeast, for the fact that you are not speaking up, you are part of the problem. You are part of those who bring the military. We don't want to hear that you are engaging the military in the secret. It is not a secret affair. You have to engage them openly and publicly, condemning the burning of houses, and also give your voice. And since you have not done that, we are putting you people in the same position, in the same status. All of you from A to Z. And like we said, any burning of houses anywhere in Biafra land by the military from the 15th of this March 2022 will be met with a very heavy consequences. And the game is on. On this note, I say, may God bless all of you. May God bless you, and may God bless Biafra. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa Republic. May God bless Middle Belt. May God bless Ambazonia. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless all of you, the freedom fighters. May God bless those who support us and make this thing a reality. Remember that we need 1,000 men and women for the Eastern Security Network. There is a group created for $100 or so for Eastern Security Network. If you want to be part of it, it is important. We need 1,000 men and women for monthly support of the Eastern Security Network. Very important. We are now in that stage. On this note, good evening from here. I love you all.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Nigeria on a daily basis witness the impunity which is so-called